Hey,
Oh,
Christine.
we certainly do. He's star of stage and screen. Should be easy to say, right?
Yeah.
You probably know him best from Glee. Darren Criss is with us this
Hello,
morning.
Darren.
Hi.
Star of stage and screen. I think that's
Yeah,
like a theater warm
it's
up
like a
to get your
thing.
articulators going. You guys in radio, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Star
if we
of
could do
stage
that
and
like 5
No
more
relation to
times.
Peter Criss from Kiss.
no, but it will depends what
Hmm.
concert I'm trying to get into.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah, I'll say
You
absolutely.
betcha.
Absolutely, that's my old man.
That's my old
He's on his
man
way
up
right
there.
now, so you better give me those VIP passes.
That's right.
So you are. Do you live in New York City, first of all?
I'm sort of now a half and halfer,
Mhm.
which is something I've always kind of wanted to be. So I'm very happy. I'm sort of a New York state of mind, LA kind of feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're hanging out with us because we have a big festival coming up.
Yeah,
Elsie Fest.
it would seem that we've had a little partner up
Uh-huh.
for this little festival that I've been putting together. It's been an idea that's been sitting with me for a couple of years, but it kind of quickly convalesced in the past year or so after we just kind of broadcasted this idea to so many people, and it just was one of these serendipitous things where enough people mentioned it at the same time where I thought, let's really pull the trigger on this year. I just wrapped up I did about a 12-week run in Hedwig and the Angry Inch on Broadway earlier, and so I was kind of in the Broadway, zeitgeist for a little bit. So
Uh-huh.
I was, kind of catching up with a lot of people, and I just really thought this would be the year to do it.
Well, it's new. Obviously, it's
Yeah,
your idea.
it's a brand new festival.
So what is it? What can people expect?
Well,
at
why
Elsie
don't I give you
Fest?
my little elevator
Yeah.
pitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for those of you listening that are unfamiliar,
The elevator pitch.
so I'm a big fan of musical theater, and even if it's not necessary, if you don't know Broadway or musical theater, cabaret shows. So if you're singing standards
Mhm.
or sort of songs from the American Songbook and that kind of thing, I really enjoy going to those shows, whether it's in a small lounge or a concert hall. But I'm also a rock and roll guy, and I go to a ton of rock shows
Well, your
around
dad
town.
was from Kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Peter Criss, my old man. Hi, Dad, if you're
I
listening.
kid.
Hi
Yeah.
on tour.
Comes
Yeah.
around.
So, these two things to me, I just, at one point, I think I was at Coachella about a year or so ago, and I just thought, I don't see why I can't just put these two things together and see what happens. I'm not claiming it's going to be a great idea, but it sounds like a fun idea.
Yeah.
So I just kind of wanted to take those performers out of the suit and tie and the cocktail dress and this kind of decorum of needing to be, elegant, and kind of, put it outside, give a couple people beers in their hands, and feel the kind of fun, raucous energy of what it is to really enjoy music. So I think it gives audiences a really fun chance to experience that kind of content and different atmosphere as well for the performers, to give them, to do kind of a rock show. So we have a pretty cool
You have a really
Yeah, you have a great
cool
lineup.
lineup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't people that necessarily, I think, listeners would know from I guess being spun on this particular station, but they would probably know their voices in TV and film, and maybe just around town if you're near
You'll have
or near
chops.
theater.
Absolutely.
Absolute
Yeah.
chops. I mean, these guys are fantastic. We have, in no particular order, we have the dashing Aaron Tveit, which some people might know from TV, but he's also a total Broadway star, and we have Leslie Odom Jr., who is currently the kind of, according to me, the big breakout star from Hamilton. Which, if you've been lucky
You
enough to
can't
get
get in.
if you've been lucky enough to get a
Yes,
ticket,
yes.
you know who this guy is. And
Uh-huh.
if you see him at Elsie Fest, you're going to go, I have to. If I didn't have to go before, now I have to go. He's extraordinary. Then on the ladies, we have Lea Salonga, who was the original Miss Saigon. I think a lot of people might know her as the voice of Princess Jasmine. So there's that.
Yeah.
And that's not even breaking the
From
surface.
the animated.
The singing voice of Princess Jasmine and Mulan, incidentally enough.
Well, this will be fun
And the
for
Yeah.
kids too. And it's
The
like
Yeah.
I
cartoon
said.
will show up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Laura
now they
Austin.
have the
and,
cartoon.
and I'm doing a little
Okay.
set. I feel like I should put that out there.
Yeah, you
I'm doing a
should.
little set. So, it's for us. It's not just Broadway tunes. Like I said, it's a celebration of the people who love this kind of music, and so the songs that will be performed can be anything from pop music to theater stuff. But it's for people that really just enjoy this kind of stuff, both on stage and in the audience, and a chance to really kind of let your hair down and do something new with something that we're used to doing in a more I guess stuffy setting.
Yeah.
No, this is going to be great. We're going to be outside
Yeah, we're outside.
Yeah.
I mean, the festival, a music festival vibe, if you've ever been, it doesn't matter what kind of music, if it's a jazz festival or blues festival or rock festival, it's all about this atmospheric thing of getting to meet people and maybe discovering new music. That's something that I also like to emphasize. If you've never heard of some of these people, it's kind of cool to be like, oh my God, this guy's great or this girl's great, and wanting to go check out their stuff from
Let's say
from
it's
there on out.
Sunday, September 27th,
So-
right, at JBL live at Pier 97. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster, and you
right.
can check out more information at elsiefest.com.
Christine
and,
Nagy is going to be there.
Yeah, you
yeah,
should.
I can't wait. So, are you going to be doing numbers from Hedwig?
Yeah, probably. And
Please.
there's
Wow.
two things that
How
I'm
about
really,
Glee?
two things I'm
Yeah,
super excited
I'm
about.
already putting in
Oh,
requests.
okay.
Oh, you should. And
Yeah.
we're telling people online to get active on social media and, give us some requests if you want to hear anybody sing a specific thing. But there are two, speaking of requesting songs, if you're familiar with Marie's Crisis down in the West Village, there's a Marie's Crisis piano bar beer garden in the festival area. And if you don't know what Marie's Crisis is, it's a musical theater or show tune piano bar where you can all sit around the piano and sing your little heart out. So in between sets there's like 15-20 minute set changes where you can go back there, have yourself a drink, and sing Rodgers and Hammerstein to
that's
your
fun.
heart's content. So it should be just
It's like
a lot
dream
of
day
fun.
in my world.
For you, I know.
Yeah, come on down. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. And we have all kinds of special guests lined up that I can't really mention, but
Oh,
probably
okay.
should because people would
Surprise
freak
guest.
out.
You're going
if
to pull a
they-
Taylor Swift
We like
and,
that.
Yep,
bring your
that was
friends out on
exactly my
stage.
plan.
Yes,
I think that's the actual professional term, to pull a Taylor Swift.
that's what you're going to do,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Surprises
Well,
everyone.
our star producer Jamie was a big fan of your next project. That's American Horror Story. Have you started
Yeah.
filming that yet?
Not yet. I actually know nothing. I just got a
She
script.
might. Jamie, do you know anything about his schedule? Because
I've
he's got
not-
yeah.
You-
Okay.
you,
so-
know, you know what? Somebody yesterday, I was doing an interview yesterday, and someone said, "So you're playing Jason on American Horror Story?" And I go, "Oh,
Thanks.
thanks. I didn't know that before.
Wow, you
so
don't
now I
even
know."
that. So
Yeah.
you don't know if you're going to be working with Lady Gaga.
I haven't the slightest idea, but I'm certainly hoping for that.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. Maybe
I'm
I
sure
can
she
get her-
is too.
Maybe I can get her to show up at Elsie
She'll be a
Fest.
surprise guest.
Exactly.
There we
God
go.
Works
willing.
out. Well, speaking of social media, just throw it out there. Your Twitter and Instagram, whatever you
Yeah.
have.
So there's my handles and stuff if you're into that kind of silliness. At Darren Criss,
That was easy,
DarrenCriss. Just simple as that, both on Instagram and the Twitter, and Elsie Fest as well. ELSIEFEST.
I'll be
Elsie
talking
Fest.
about it like crazy
Oh, yeah.
too, and social
Mhm.
networking. And one last question for you,
Uh-oh.
because
Yeah.
I saw you
This
were
is the
traveling.
gotcha question.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh, okay.
this is not. No,
All
this
right.
is nothing crazy.
All right.
No,
Try me.
you
Try.
just-
I
they-
defy you to try and make me feel like
No,
you're
because
crazy.
Darren, it seems
Yeah.
like you're into everything I'm into. So you just went to Dismaland. You were in
Yes,
England.
I went to Dismaland.
Again, I couldn't get in. Like I can't get into Hamilton. But how,
Well,
how was
like,
it?
I think-
this is Banksy's thing.
Like many things.
Dismal Land.
Dismaland.
Okay.
Um,
All right. I heard
think,
you right.
Like many things that are hard to get into, if you show up by yourself and have enough patience, I think. And people are like, Darren, that's because you're an actor. It's
And
like, no,
yeah.
you're on Glee.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe in the Broadway world, but certainly not in the art world. Like, there's no pecking order that I could possibly sort of outrank. Like, everyone's waiting in the same line for something like this.
So nice try, Christine. Yeah.
I just got lucky. I just waited. My friend and I went out there and we just had no tickets and we just kept our fingers crossed and we just waited and ran to somebody that had extra tickets and that was
Oh,
it.
And
We
how
got
was
so
it?
lucky. It
Were
was
you-
fabulous. I mean, if you're a Banksy fan, it's such an extraordinary feat. The fact that he put this together, and on a really positive note, it's amazing for that local community,
Mhm.
Weston-super-Mare, which is on the west coast of England. It's done wonders for that town, and the whole thing is really amazing because it's an anti-attraction. If you're not familiar, it's people are carrying balloons around that say "I'm an imbecile," and everyone's, you can't really tell if you're being made
Okay.
a fool of or if you're kind of part of the fun.
Right.
I think it's a little bit of both, but it was really fantastic, and Banksy really has done something incredible. If you get a chance to go to England
Yeah,
the next
okay,
4
yes,
weeks,
Right.
there you go.
We'll be
There
right
I don't work
there.
for Banksy. I don't. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
endorsing, but he's
You never know.
But we can get into Elsie Fest.
But you can, yes, you can. There we go. There's the tie-in. Well done. You can't get into Disneyland. Maybe you can't fly to England, but you can if you're in New York City. Come out and celebrate musical theater and have fun with us at Elsie Fest on September 27th. We'd love to see you there.
And again, Ticketmaster.com.
Thanks for coming in to the
Yeah.
Cayman
Thanks for
Island
having me, guys.
so
Yeah.
much.
Interview Studios.
I know. I flew all the
Darren
way here from
Criss.
England to the Cayman
Thank you.
Islands.
He could be our biggest star in the so far.
Me and Peter Criss. Yeah.
There you go. Thanks for coming.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
luck.